Juan's getting a lot more comfortable in there now. That shot caught him. Oh, goodness.
Удары.
Вот как сейчас.
Ты, да, и сейчас пошел и прям сразу
Это
же.
нокаут.
Да, это прямо...
Hello, dear friends. Our favorite segment of the best knockouts once again delights fans of spectacular, beautiful boxing. On September 5th, 1985, the 19-year-old rising star Mike Tyson secured another early victory, this time against journeyman Michael Johnson. Right from the start of the first round, the underdog experienced a significant knockdown, and shortly after the fight resumed, he was brutally knocked out by a powerful right punch.
Nobody thinks it's going to go that far. Well, there he goes. He's just going to pull his way in. Those rights to the body. Left jab, right to the heart.
Quickly want to point out, first fight for Michael Jack Johnson in 2 years.
I'm glad you pointed it out because down he goes. The left hook just buried him, dug him in the ribs.
I think it was a
and Michael
left and a
Jack
right.
Johnson went goodbye. That left hook just caught him and sent him canvas.
23-pound weight advantage, and he put it all there.
The right to the head, and it's all over. Goodbye.
I hope he's not hurt because that was a brutal, wide-open punch.
He did not have his guard up, and Mike Tyson just Michael Jack Johnson, a big smile, but he didn't even break a sweat.
He may have to run a...
On August 24th, 2019, Filipino John Riel Casimero easily defended his WBO interim world title in the lightest weight class against Mexican challenger Cesar Ramirez. For the first time, the inhospitable attitude of the ring's owner, the Mexican boxer, was truly experienced in the third round when the champion sent him to the canvas. The contenders' flights to the canvas continued in the 5th and 7th rounds. And in the 10th round of the confrontation, Casimiro's heavy right hand put a bold end to his first title defense.
Energy for the big punch.
Yeah. Clearly,
The sting is gone.
clearly winded. Cesar Ramirez. But he's still letting his hands go. Oh! Wobbly legs.
He's ready to go. One shot to the midsection. That's what he's looking for. A shot to the side of the body.
But make no mistake about it. Oh, down! It's down! It's down! And I think it's out! It's
And
over!
That's it.
Oh, what a
Well, we knew it was happening.
beautiful ending to this fight.
We knew it was going to happen. He had very little left.
Oh,
And flat on his back. Unbelievable ending.
what a
John Riel
fantastic-
Casimero.
What a fantastic show there from the fifth.
On March 7th, 2009, undefeated Mike Alvarado confidently passed the barrier in the form of the sturdy Emmanuel Clottey. The American dominated throughout the fight, unleashing heavy blows on his opponent. Resilient Clottey bravely fought, enduring all the heavy hits, but he failed to make it to the final bell and secure the moral victory. In the last seconds of the final 10th round, Alvarado knocked out the veteran with a powerful right blow.
Del Mike High Event Center en el Commerce City, Colorado. Impresionante, Humberto. No fue un golpe largo, fue un golpe cortito.
On April 22, 1992, in a matchup of former victims of Mike Tyson, Frank Bruno and Jose Rebalta, the first emerged victorious. In the second round, the sturdy Briton unleashed a furious series of punches, sending the Cuban veteran into a heavy knockout.
End of a career. He's looking quite young and sprightly.
That's a good right hand, and the man's right above me, and he's almost coming out on top of me. And down goes Rebata, and what are people going to say about that? Was that a bum opponent? Everybody said he was a good one. He's knocked out. Round 2, Bruno's won again. Now what are they going to say? The big punch of Bruno has absolutely rendered him unconscious. And I hope he's all right. Well, this fight, which was sponsored by
The ring entrances of former world champion Mark Magsayo rarely leaves fans indifferent. And on December 9th, 2023, the Filipino once again delighted his fans with a bright performance. Mexican tough guy Isaac Avalar, who unfortunately fell victim to the former champion's punch, was switched off by a perfect right-hand punch in the 3rd round.
He's been down this road before. Magsayo just flew in there throwing punches. He's attacking. Canelito needs to move. Not punching Magsayo. Oh! A huge KO! Magsayo has knocked down Canelito on a huge uppercut, immediately called off. Wow! As you take a look at Avalar on the canvas, he just got cold cocked by.
On July 22, 2005, powerhouse Rolando Reyes scored an impressive victory over once promising Courtney Burton. In the 8th round, Reyes unleashed a series of blows, after which Burton collapsed heavily on the canvas. Assessing the condition of the fighter, the referee rightly stopped the match.
Stay down. Stay down. Stay down. Stay down. Stay right there, Courtney. You got hit with some shots while you were reeling back, bro. You got hit with... No, you guys were crunched up, man. You were right on the ropes and he hit you with a couple of boots.
The legendary Larry Holmes, even at an advanced stage by boxing standards, maintained an impressive form. On July 16, 1996, the 46-year-old Holmes achieved an impressive victory over Anthony Willis. Holmes' precise right punch in the 8th round marked an emphatic conclusion to the encounter.
Willis said that he was going to try to get in, snapping that left jab. This is the way he likes to fight. And he missed badly with the right hand. Here in Fernandez at July 13th and 14th here on CBS Sports.
All right, let's go. Break it up. Break it up. You do. Watch your head, brother. Watch your
Number
head.
8.
Come on, now take it. Take it.
A tremendous right hand by Holmes. That one perfectly timed, and I don't think Willis is going to make it up. He will not. Larry Holmes celebrates his retirement with an 8th-round stoppage.
Legendary Acelino Freitas never left fans indifferent. On June 10, 2000, the idol of Brazilians beautifully defended his WBO lightweight title against the claims of sturdy American Lemuel Nelson. Freitas dominated from the beginning of the fight, but in the 1st round, he found himself knocked down by the challenger's attack. However, Freitas' response in the 2nd round was much more impressive, sending Nelson to the canvas twice with a series of fierce blows. After the 2nd fall, the referee, assessing the boxer's condition, gave a fair signal to end the brightest match.
And now, Freitas sizing Nelson up along the ropes. Nelson trying to get out of trouble. Freitas just waiting to tee up a big right hand. Can Nelson hold on for 10 seconds? Referee Dale Grable not stepping in just yet. Freitas unleashed.
baby. Unbelievable. Nelson is down, and the fight, I believe, is over. Stay right there. Stay right there. I believe the fight is over. Freitas, though, did hit Nelson after the bell, and that blow sent Nelson crashing to the ground.
On December 12, 1998, former undisputed world champion James "Buster" Douglas returned to the ring after a devastating loss to Lou Savarese. Frustrated by his previous setback, the veteran took it out on Warren Williams, who unfortunately found himself under Douglas's right punch in the first round, resulting in a knockout. On July 29, 2000, Daniel Santos vividly demonstrated why he is one of the idols of Puerto Rican fans, beautifully defending his WBO title in the welterweight division against former world champion Giovanni Parisi from sunny Italy. The loud support of the home stands forced the challenger to move forward, but he failed to achieve any significant dividends. Santos confidently controlled the course of the bout, and in the fourth round, there was a spectacular finish. The champion sent Giovanni to the canvas twice, after which he coolly finished him against the ropes. The referee, rushing in, timely caught the Italian falling unconscious to the canvas.
Stavolta non ci sono dubbi, stavolta non ci sono dubbi. Giovanni Parisi prova a partire da lontano Giovanni Parisi e viene centrato d'incontro dal portoricano, l'arto difficilissimo e il destro del portoricano che poi sospinge il suo avversario, e qui Parisi si fa toccare 2 volte consecutive dal sinistro, non è in grado di proseguire l'arbitro, e l'arbitro fa bene ad intervenire, forse con un attimo di ritardo, ma non c'era più niente da fare per Giovanni.
The match between Jericho O'Quinn and Peter McGrail on December 16, 2023 was incredibly dramatic. The British favorite dominated throughout the fight, sending O'Quinn to the canvas in the second and fourth rounds.
28.
As a boxer, he's been a down goes O'Quinn again, and maybe
The unexpected turn came in the fifth round, when the American knocked McGrail out with a powerful right counter. At the time the fight was stopped, O'Quinn was hopelessly trailing on points, 34-40, according to all judges. On March 17, 2001, former world champion Henry Akinwande easily navigated past Peter McNeely. The Nigerian giant controlled the match from the beginning, sending his opponent to the canvas twice in the first round. In the second round, Akinwande's powerful right punch delivered an impressive knockout.
Δυσκολεύεται πάρα πολύ ο Πίτερ Μακνίλη, που γονατίζει και πάλι με ένα δεξί του. Κι άλλο δυνατό δεξί και ένα ακόμη. Ένα θηρίο είναι ο Μακνίλη, όμως ο Ακινουάντε είναι πραγματικά ένας πυγμάχος με φοβερές δυνατότητες. Όπως έχει δείξει βέβαια όλη η πορεία του και όχι μόνο αυτός ο αγώνας. Πλέον είναι...
On September 18, 2004, Ghanaian Kofi John Tua scored an impressive victory over the usually durable Mexican Marco Antonio Rubio. Right at the start of the first round, the African's powerful left hook vividly dropped his opponent, who couldn't regain his vertical position until the referee's count was over. It took only 33 seconds for the Ghanaian powerhouse to destroy his strong opponent.
Left hook, left hook. Let's see who's going to throw the first right hand.
These are two very big guys for junior middleweights too. 6'1" and 5'11". And they
the first big left hand is from Jantua on the chin of Rubio, and Rubio's got a huge challenge trying to get up. Not going to make it.
I was just getting ready to say they both seem to be fighting very similar, and they both are throwing left hooks at the same time. It's going to see who lands the left hook.
Charismatic British journeyman Julius Francis and his compatriot Damien Caesar had met in February 1995, with Francis celebrating an early victory. On April 9, 1996, they had a rematch, and Julius proved his superiority even more convincingly. A precise right punch brought Caesar down instantly. A spectacular knockout, no doubt.
8, 9, good night. And Caesar in big, big trouble. The right-hander out of nowhere.
Here we see it again. There was no way he was going to get up from this punch. I was just going to say he's very upright, and he gets caught right on the chin with that right hand.
Yeah, he was out cold before he hit the
There you see the head bounce. Here we see it again from another angle. Misses with the jab. Avoids one. And here we see this right hand.
The fight that took place on November 4th, 2023, ended with a small sensation, as South African Sivanathi Nonchinga defended his IBF championship belt in the lightest weight class. Few believed seriously that the supposedly non-punching Mexican Adrian Curiel could defeat the champion, and even fewer believed he would do it early. In the end, the Mexican challenger embarrassed both. Curiel's heavy right-hand punch spectacularly ended the fight already in the second round.
Front foot, as you can see here, he does get a little greedy with his right hand at times. Nothing he can't do. Very good. No good defense to go with his. Like this from Curiel, though.
Whoa! Tremendous right hand from Adrian Curiel. He timed it as Nonchinga was making his way around the ring, and the referee has waved it off long before completing the count. And what a...
On June 9, 2001, the popular British middleweight Danny Williams scored an impressive victory over the previously undefeated Australian Cali Meehan. The fight lasted only 32 seconds, during which Meehan twice experienced heavy knockdowns from Williams' powerful right punches. Evaluating the Australian boxer's condition, the referee mercifully stopped the beating. The fight that took place on March 9, 2019, between Uzbekistan's Israel Madrimov and Venezuelan puncher Frank Rojas also ended impressively. Madrimov dominated throughout the short bout, which ended already in the second round. In the middle of the round, the Venezuelan experienced a heavy knockdown, and moments later, he was brutally knocked out by a fierce left-hand punch.
Next roundabout. So the options open for the different styles for him. Here, it opens up the right hand lead, double left hook for Rojas possibility. Watch the feet. Here, and that's giving him the angles to score. And do more. So how do you like that? He switches southpaw and drops Frank Rojas. And drops him badly. Rojas is in some deep water here. Does Madrimov think it's time to gamble? Oh, that's two nice shots there and a good right hand. Good uppercut and a huge left hook. That could be it, and it is. at what he did in about 20 seconds. He landed a right hand, a left hook, which really was the stopper.
156.
The double flip. That's a highlight package. On the other side, did Rojas hit his head? That is a concern.
On August 1st, 2015, the young Joseph Parker brutally dealt with his compatriot Bowie Tupou. In the first round, Parker's precise right punch conclusively ended the seemingly uneven matchup.
Smart, he hangs on, comes with an uppercut on the inside.
Tupou, he's open for the uppercut. You can see there's a big opening there. I'm sure they've been trying. Oh, it's all over.
He's not getting up from this. He will not get a first-round knockout. What a punch by Joseph Parker. He didn't even see it. How about that? That is not what we expected. A first-round knockout. I want to see the replay and see.
The match between Ecuadorian Carlos Gongora and Kazakh Ali Akhmedov on December 18, 2020 ended brutally. The clash of undefeated boxers proved to be spectacular, with the advantage leaning towards the native of Kazakhstan. However, in the 12th round of the bout, Gongora reminded everyone of the undeniable truth that a knockout artist always has a chance, sending Akhmedov to the canvas. The Kazakh rose to his feet, but was ultimately knocked out cold by a powerful left uppercut, putting a decisive end to the contest.
Keep the jab on him. This is the toughest fight for both of these men. Akhmedov, performance win or lose for Carlos Gongora. All of Ecuador will be celebrating this victory, and he's down for a second time, and he may be out.
4, 5, 6, 7.
It's over! What a win! Carlos Gongora! He was an 8-1 underdog.
When the popular British brawler Derek Chisora enters the ring, expect a spectacle. On July 20th, 2019, the darling of the British public once again delighted fans with a vibrant performance. He faced the Polish fighter Artur Szpilka, who quickly realized that facing Chisora's favored haymakers today could have consequences. Concentrating on a second number, however, did not save him. In the second round, Derek shook Szpilka and then sealed a deep knockout with a series of powerful lateral punches.
Always struggle with them. Remember when Tyson Fury turned southpaw and outboxed first couple of weeks? He said to David Hay and Eddie Hearn, I'm not happy. But Dave Caldwell was very happy with the last shots. His straight left hand down the middle. He walked Chisora onto a couple of beautiful That's a bad knockout, Adam. David Hay, Derek Chisora showing concern, and it was and there will be muted celebration from Derek Chisora because that was a bad knockout. And Artur Szpilka, yeah, he's got a lot of pride and he'll want to get straight to his feet.
The performance of Nicaraguan powerhouse Melvin Lopez on September 24th, 2020 was also impressive. Colombian Jason Vargas, not exactly a shining star, likely didn't expect anything from this fight besides his paycheck. But the inhospitable favorite dealt with him quite roughly, brutally knocking him out cold with a powerful left strike in the first round.
El knockout de la noche. El knockout de la noche. Yo solo espero que Marcos haya hecho una buena foto. El knockout de la noche, campeón.
Estaba hablando, iba a comenzar a hablar de esa mano izquierda de Melvin. Él la tiene en gancho y embolado por arriba. Y si el primer round te la logra meter, porque él siempre le gusta tirar agresivamente.
On May 7, 2022, the Chinese giant Zhang Zhilei effortlessly overcame the obstacle in the form of the not-so-weak American middleweight Scott Alexander. Calmly controlling the course of the fight, Zhilei impressively brought down the American with a powerful left punch in the first round. Starting the count was pointless. It is worth noting that this was the first early defeat in Alexander's career.
That is the right hand that I was talking about. Alexander was out before he even hit the canvas.
On December 11, 2021, promising Briton Conor Benn, son of the legendary Nigel Benn, made a serious statement by easily passing the test against former world champion Chris Algieri. Already in the second round, the American found himself on the canvas. And in the fourth, he was brutally knocked out by an excellently executed double punch. A brilliant performance by young Conor.
Just allowing Ben to unload so that maybe he can pick him up later in the contest, and a brilliant left hook from Conor Ben lands solidly on the chin of Algieri. Algieri feels that he fell over off balance.
It's been a phenomenal rise. Oh, good one, two, and he's down!
Left-right combination, and it is all over in an instant. He was waiting for the opportunity. He picked his opportunity. The left jab, the right hand over the top. Bob Williams, the referee, counts out the stricken Chris Algieri. He wanted a statement victory. He's got a statement victory. And
on February 14, 2020, young Ryan Garcia made a significant statement, brutally annihilating two-time world title contender Francisco Fonseca. Ryan's powerful left strike sent the Nicaraguan into a heavy knockout in the first round.
He needs to set it up with fast jabs.
You can see on the front of Ryan Garcia's trunks, he's got
Images of Kobe Bryant and his daughter Gianna, who passed away tragically last month in that helicopter.
Oh, and a left hand sends Fonseca down, flat on his back. It's over. There, he's done it again. Ryan Garcia. There is a new tank in the 135-pound division.
This kid is a superstar. He did the exact same thing he did to Romero Duno.
Former world champion Callum Smith always leaves an impression on the audience. On September 25, 2021, the Dominican Lenin Castillo felt the weight of Smith's fists. The fight ended in the second round, when Smith's powerful right punch sent his opponent to the canvas. Seeing Castillo's legs trembling severely, the referee promptly signaled the end of the fight. Few expected Japanese Kenichi Ogawa to hold the IBF world title in the lightweight division for long, but no one anticipated that he would be so brutally beaten in his first defense. The culprit of the triumph, which took place on June 4, 2022, turned out to be the unbeaten Briton Joe Cordina, who spectacularly knocked out the champion in the second round with a powerful right strike.
How do you make him know that you can also hurt him? Because you've got to do something for him to...
Oh, brilliant right hand! What right hand! Kenichi Ogawa is out on the canvas. The most stunning finish before the halfway stage.
On March 18, 2000, the idol of Brazilians, Ocelino Freitas, once again delighted his fans with a bright and unequivocal victory, swiftly ending the defense of his WBO lightweight world title. The sturdy and relentless Mexican Javier Uruguay found himself on the canvas already in the first round after a fierce series from the champion and struggled to recover for a long time. Freitas's punching reputation was once again confirmed.
Coisinho direto para acabar com a história. Olha, se esquivou do detalhe. O Popó definindo a luta, jogou a direita em direto. Olha esse cruzado de esquerda, aí acabou, né? Parabéns, Popó.
On July 18, 2008, the talented Cuban Yuriorkis Gamboa announced himself with a swift annihilation of the experienced and usually durable former U.S. contender Ella Seeger, who had lasted 8 rounds with dangerous punchers like Daniel Ponce de Leon. Unlike de Leon, the Cuban boxer, significantly faster than his opponent, simply did not allow Seeger to showcase his acting abilities. Gamboa's perfect right strike concluded the unequal bout.
Physically for this. Oh! Seeger did not. Wow! Gamboa! Huge right hand. And again, it came on the inside as Seeger was trying to grab. Yuriorkis Gamboa. You don't buy that hype? Buy in now. Wow! Let's not forget now that Seeger.
On December 3, 2004, former world champion Gutierrez Jr. faced off against promising Rocky Juarez. If the Mexican hoped to return to the championship race with this fight, he was met with a cruel disappointment. The young American put a bold end to the match in the second round, knocking out the veteran with a powerful left punch.
Walking and then a little step back and a beautiful left hook that as spot as I can get.
On November 17, 2001, Venezuelan Jose Roja made his second attempt in his career to seize the championship title, facing WBA super featherweight champion Yober Arteaga. Roja looked good during the fight, and after 3 rounds, he even slightly edged ahead on all 3 judges' scorecards. However, in the 4th round, a powerful right strike from his compatriot ended Jose's quest for the title in the most emphatic way. The match between Ecuadorian Carlos Gongora and Kazakh Ali Akhmedov on December 18, 2020 ended brutally. The clash of undefeated boxers proved to be spectacular, with the advantage leaning towards the native of Kazakhstan. However, in the 12th round of the bout, Gongora reminded everyone of the undeniable truth that a knockout artist always has a chance, sending Akhmedov to the canvas. The Kazakh rose to his feet, but was ultimately knocked out cold by a powerful left uppercut, putting a decisive end to the contest.
Keep the jab on him.
This is the toughest fight for both of these men. Akhmedov, performance win or lose for Carlos Gongora. All of Ecuador will be celebrating this victory. And he's down for a second time, and he may be out.
4, 5, 6, 7.
It's over. What a win. Carlos Gongora. He was an 8-1 underdog.
On December 31st, 2011, Takashi Uchiyama successfully defended the WBA title in the lightweight division against the experienced Mexican challenger Jorge Solis, who had shared the ring, albeit with an unsuccessful result, with fighters like Manny Pacquiao and Yuriorkis Gamboa. The Japanese boxer controlled the course of the match, confidently accumulating rounds. Solis resiliently withstood all heavy hits, trying to respond whenever possible. However, he couldn't hear the final bell. In the 11th round, Uchiyama, taking advantage of the tired challenger's lapse in concentration, delivered a brutal left strike that sent the Mexican into a deep knockout, where he lay for several minutes. Jorge had an unpleasant New Year's Eve.
2:40 para el final, a la lona, al mexicano, lona, no va más, dormido, tendido, le van a contar hasta 1000, cayó cortado, se agarra al rostro, no va más, lona.
On July 31st, 2004, the legendary Rafael Marquez once again affirmed his status as the strongest fighter in the 53.5 kilogram weight class, defending the IBF title against the claims of experienced compatriot Heriberto Ruiz. Marquez's perfect right strike led the never-before-defeated contender into a heavy knockout in the 3rd round.
Get it fight, more of a chess match, and there goes an upper with the right over, and down goes Heriberto Ruiz. He is not going to get up. We said each of these two men are waiting for the other one to make a mistake. The opening was there just for an instant, and Rafael Marquez with an explosive.
The performance of Nicaraguan powerhouse Melvin Lopez on September 24, 2020, was also impressive. Colombian Jason Vargas, not exactly a shining star, likely didn't expect anything from this fight besides his paycheck. But the inhospitable favorite dealt with him quite roughly, brutally knocking him out cold with a powerful left strike in the 1st round.
El knockout de la noche. El knockout de la noche. Y eso espero que Marcos haya hecho una buena foto. El knockout de la noche, campeón.
Estaba hablando, iba a comenzar a hablar de esa mano izquierda de Melvin. Él la tiene en gancho y embolado por arriba. Y si el primer round te la logra meter, porque él siempre le gusta tirar agresivamente.
On February 13th, 2010, British crowd favorite Kevin Mitchell delighted his compatriots with a bright victory over sturdy Colombian Ignacio Mendoza. The bout ended in the 2nd round. Mitchell's fierce left punch shook Mendoza to the core, and the subsequent right punch was simply unnecessary.
Oh, no, it's down Mendoza from a
beautiful
left hand that finished it. It was the right that started it. I think Mendoza's getting up from this.
No, he's not.
All over him. Mendoza doesn't know where he is. 2nd round win for Kevin Mitchell.
I thought it was the right hand.
On December 11th, 2021, promising Briton Conor Benn, son of the legendary Nigel Benn, made a serious statement by easily passing the test against former world champion Chris Algieri. Already in the 2nd round, the American found himself on the canvas. And in the 4th, he was brutally knocked out by an excellently executed double punch. A brilliant performance by young Conor.
Just allowing Ben to unload so that maybe he can pick him up later in the contest, and a brilliant left hook from Conor Ben lands solidly on the chin of Algieri. Algieri feels that he fell over off balance.
It's been a phenomenal rise. Oh, good one, 2 and he's down!
Left-right combination, and it is all over in an instant. He was waiting for the opportunity. He picked his opportunity. The left jab, the right hand over the top. Bob Williams, the referee, counts out the stricken Chris Algieri. He wanted a statement victory. He's got a statement victory.
On August 16th, 2014, the legendary Jorge Linares warmed up against journeyman Ari Terry from the state of Tennessee. The fast and mobile Venezuelan immediately took control of the fight, literally shooting his opponent with his powerful combinations. Terry tried to respond honestly, mostly with single shots, but the difference in class was too immense and not in his favor. In the 2nd round, Linares beautifully ended the fight, spectacularly chopping down the American with a fierce right strike. Starting the count was pointless.
Beautiful offensive fighter. Right hand that drops Terry.
It's over, baby. It's over. It's over. You're all right, baby. You're all right. I got you here. You're okay. You're okay. You're all right, baby. You're okay, baby.
Well, the level of the opposition aside, that was devastating. And what I heard, Brian, on the referee's mic, you heard Terry moaning.
On May 15th, 1999, Randall Bailey once again demonstrated why he was nicknamed the King of Knockouts. The experienced Mexican Carlos Gonzalez, holding the WBO title in the welterweight division, bid farewell to his precious regalia already in the first round. Bailey's perfect left hook floored Gonzalez on the spot, and the weak attempts of the champion to get up prompted the referee to rightfully stop the fight. It took the American only 41 seconds to win the championship title.
He's gone. That speed. He's gone. Fight's over.
It's over. 28 seconds in. Randall Bailey from right here in Miami is the new WBO Junior Welterweight Champion.
He is going crazy. I think he's going to get hurt himself.
He looks like Ali after Ali beat Liston.
Well, you call it, Bobby.
I thought so.
On May 20th, 2017, young Daniel Dubois got another knockout victory in the professional ring, brilliantly destroying compatriot David Howe. Already at the beginning of the first round, a heavy blow from the Big Briton on the right knocked out the journeyman.
Obey my command at all times. Touch gloves, good luck.
Wasn't this meant to be the first? Wasn't this meant to be Daniel Dubois' debut, John, as you say? But yeah, Dubois took him on the pads many times. He's very, very strong.
Oh, goodness me, there's the right hand. First big punch that connects, and I think that's over. I think that's going to be good night so far as Dave Howe's concerned. He literally doesn't know what has hit him. He has gone, and it is all over.
On March 5th, 2004, the young Carlos Quintana scored an impressive victory over the seasoned Colombian Edwin Cassiani. The Puerto Rican controlled the course of the fight, and in the third round, he vividly knocked out the veteran with a simple but precise 1-2 combination. The referee stopped the fight without even beginning the count, and Edwin remained on the canvas for a long time surrounded by concerned team members.
Last round, unbeaten southpaw looking to stay that way. Lands a left hand and follows it up.
Quintana's style is to pick spots, and he picks them when it's good for him, bad for you, and that's what Quintana's doing right now. When you're finished punching, he jumps right on you.
Inside work, right hand does damage, and a left hand comes down Cassiani.
Quintana has good instinct. He knew that he had an opportunity to pour it on. He jumped in, he poured it on, and right now he can celebrate.
46 seconds of round number 2, and
On March 7th, 1985, seasoned Herman Montes got the biggest victory in his career, breaking the resistance of former world champion Pipino Cuevas. In the third round of a fierce and stubborn fight, the American delivered a hard left hook, which sent the veteran into a heavy knockout.
Y los dos en un cambio de golpes espectacular. Izquierda de Pipino. Izquierda de Montes y Pipino se va a la lona. Tremenda izquierda conectó Germán Montes. Al tiempo que Pipino tiraba su volado. Y en el...
On February 4th, 2017, 20-year-old Jaime Mungaya confidently passed the test against the sturdy fellow countryman Juan Macias Montiel. The young Mexican immediately took control of the match, and already in the second round, he spectacularly knocked out Montiel with a powerful right blow.
Durísima, lo clava
On November 18, 2017, South African boxer Zolani Tete set a world record by defending his WBA bantamweight title with lightning speed. The champion's compatriot, Sibonisa Gonya, got destroyed in a matter of seconds. Tete's perfect right hand brutally cut down the challenger already at the start of the fight. The South African needed only 11 seconds to annihilate his opponent.
One of the great avoided fighters. I think very much so, John. He's an avoided man indeed. Oh, and that's the reason why. Goodness me, first punch of the fight, and it's all over. He's knocked him unconscious. The fight is all over with the first punch of the fight. Extraordinary shot from Zolani Tete. Medical man straight into the ring. He has caught him with an immense shot with the first punch of the fight.
Canadian David Lemieux, as a rule, never left his fans indifferent, because this frantic fighter simply does not know how to box boringly. On October 12, 2012, Mexican Alvaro Gaona experienced the full weight of the fists of the ex-world champion from Montreal. As befits a true Mexican warrior, the underdog did not run away from the formidable favorite, but bravely got involved in an open fight with him. An unpleasant bell for Gaona came at the end of the first round, when he found himself on the floor of the ring after an accurate blow from David on the right. After the fight resumed, the Mexican recklessly tried to get even, but almost immediately missed a brutal left hook, which put an end to the fight. Terrible knockout!
Finish Gaona off, and a big right and a left, and oh, and Gaona's head just absolutely smashed off the canvas. That would be a knockout of the year.
Bang. And that's the part that concerns you, the bounce off the canvas. And we're sitting here ringside, and that thing was a booming sound.
David Lemieux's fights were never boring. On October 3, 2009, the young Canadian delighted his compatriots with a swift victory over the experienced American journeyman Donnie McCrory. The intense bout, fought at a fast pace, ended already in the first round. David's hard right punch sent the American to the canvas, and after the fight resumed, the same right punch put an impressive end to the confrontation.
Surpris complètement Donnie McCrory, premier round. Va-t-il se relever? On sait, il y a quel coup. La foudre vient de frapper McCrory. Oh là là, c'est terminé. Là, c'est terminé. Gauche droite. Et là, vous le voyez, victoire. Marlon B. Wright qui le signale. Aïe, aïe, aïe. Donnie McCrory qui est au pays des rêves. Quelle puissance.
Quelle meilleure, quelle précision. Coup de théâtre.
Merci, man. Vous avez vu comment est ta main parce que le coup était très, très solide.
The fight for the European champion title in the cruiserweight category between British Terry Dunstan and the Ukrainian Alexander Gurov, which took place on February 14, 1998, ended as soon as it began. After the champion's first accurate blow from the right, Gurov fell like a house of cards, and his attempts to get up were unsuccessful. The second hand was at the number 20 when the fight was stopped.
Right, here's the finish. Now, if only Gurov could see this one coming, the southpaw stance. Here it comes, bingo, right on the money. And he had no chance with that. It's proven in the past that he's been, as they say in boxing, a bit chinny, but he's won.
The fight for the British champion title between Carl Thompson and Terry Dunstan, dated December 3, 1999, turned out to be incredibly spectacular and stubborn. The end came in the final 12th round, when a powerful blow from the cat on the right sent Dunstan to the floor of the ring, who, falling, pulled his opponent along with him.
For the British title. There's still a minute left, and in a fight like this, with both of them hurt and exhausted like they are here, anything could still happen, Graham. One of the big mercies is, of course, that we're no longer going to 15 rounds in World Championships or anything like that. There's another big right. He's in trouble. Dunstan is down. Dunstan is down. He's not going to get up from that. It was a big right. He's Bull Thompson down with him, and Dunson's down. It's going to be all over, and Cole Thompson knows that it is all over, and Cole Thompson has won the British title. He's absolutely exhausted over there, being lifted to his feet, but more worryingly... Coming up any second now. Oh, absolutely lost.
The fight between ex-world champion Anthony Mundine and former football player Garth Wood, which took place on December 8, 2010, ended as a real local upset. Mundine confidently controlled the fight, and after 4 rounds he was in the lead with a score of 40-38 and twice 40-36. An unexpected ending came in the 5th round, when, in front of astonished residents of Sydney, Wood pushed the former world champion onto the ropes and knocked him out with a hard left hook, putting a bright end to the fight.
Tries a big uppercut there.
On July 18, 2015, the undefeated Amir Imam made a serious statement by impressively defeating the experienced Ecuadorian Fernando Angulo, who had previously contended for the world title. Angulo's aggression didn't hinder the American prospect from controlling the fight, landing more precise and powerful punches. And already in the 4th round, Amir brightly ended the fight, knocking out the veteran with a powerful right hook. Amateur boxing doesn't tolerate hesitation.
You know, maybe it's not the prettiest, but good shot. What a 1-2 combination that sends Angulo face first to the canvas, and this fight has come to an electrifying...
The jab, the right hand. Actually, that right hand ended up kind of behind the head, but
behind the ear. It was sort of on top of the ear, which is borderline legal. More of a headache, or you just messed up your equilibrium.
So it was a legal punch, but it just started to head back.
What it is, Angulo also dips to his own right. When you dip to your own right, if you don't step...
On July 21, 2001, the great Shane Mosley beautifully defended the WBC welterweight championship belt against the strong Adrian Stone. The incredibly fast American immediately took the initiative into his own hands, and already in the 3rd round he effectively finished the fight, sending the challenger to a heavy knockout with a series of hard blows.
Left hook, and Jay Nady stops the fight. That is a flat-out knockout on a brilliant left hook by Shane Mosley. Dr. Margaret Goodman immediately there to observe Adrian Stone. Mosley throws him with the 2 right hands and then utterly starched him with a brilliant left hook.
All happened behind that initial left hook, though. He gets stunned.
On March 8, 2024, former 2-time world champion Anthony Joshua beautifully showcased the difference between an Olympian and a novice, stylishly handling former UFC champion Francis Ngannou. After gaining his share of fame for a competitive bout with the clearly out-of-shape Tyson Fury, the Cameroonian behemoth surely saw his future in boxing in bright colors. But the textured Londoner brought his opponent down to earth in the most ruthless way. Controlling the fight confidently, Anthony already dropped the Cameroonian with a very sensitive knockdown in the 1st round. And in the 2nd round, he repeated his success. Only this time Ngannou's fall was more severe. Francis bravely got up, but was brutally knocked out by Joshua's devastating right punch. An impressive performance.
Joshua can dispose of the MMA champion. It is lights out. Anthony Joshua. Incredible. What a shot. And Ngannou's out cold, ladies and gentlemen. He's not even moving. But this right hand is the...
The fight between the legendary Nino Benvenuti, who defended the title of absolute world middleweight champion, and Cuban Luis Rodriguez took place on November 22, 1969, with an incredibly exciting ending. The spectacular end came in the 11th round, when the great Italian knocked out the challenger with a perfect left hook.
There it was. He caught him with the...
On September 10, 2021, the undefeated Ukrainian boxer Vladislav Serenko confidently passed the barrier in the face of former title contender Alexander Ustinov. The Ukrainian immediately took the initiative, and already in the first round, he spectacularly knocked out the Russian giant with a powerful right punch, after which he added 2 more completely unnecessary blows to the already unconscious opponent. The knockout was heavy. Impressive performance by the Ukrainian talent.
Вот как сейчас. Да, и сейчас пошел и прям сразу
Это
же.
нокаут.
Да, это прямо нокаут был еще даже стоячий, потому что оперся Устинов на канаты тогда, но был уже, по сути говоря, в отключке, да, так или иначе. Но все-таки Серенко решил доработать так, чтобы упал Александр. Ну и это вот была моя следующая мысль как раз, да, что может запаниковать, пропустить.
On January 10, 1990, the formidable John Mugabe effortlessly eliminated the obstacle in the form of Brazilian Carlos Antunes. In the first round, a powerful right hook from the Ugandan sent the Brazilian into a heavy knockout.
And he's got him with the left hook. That was a good Mugabe left hook with Antunes trapped on the ropes. And that's a better right, and that might be good night. A left hook, set him up, and then 10 seconds later came that amazingly vicious right hand. And although people are booing, believe me, that was a good punch. Mugabe in the white trunks, that was the finishing poleaxing right hand. A really tremendous punch. And
on February 5th, 2010, the promising Mexican Freddy Hernandez scored an impressive victory over former world champion DeMarcus Corley. The experienced Washingtonian looked good throughout the match, not giving in to his younger opponent. And after 4 rounds, all 3 judges scored it 38-38. The unexpected turn came in the 5th round when Hernandez brutally knocked out the veteran with a powerful right punch. Starting the count was pointless.
Spins and makes Corley miss, trying to make him pay now with combinations. So Corley runs into a right. Pat Russell seen it on. Good night. Oh, that right hand started the misery for DeMarcus Corley. Freddy Hernandez did some major league manipulating there in the ring. He kept moving Corley into that right hand.
On November 26, 2011, the young Deontay Wilder easily added another victory to his record. The American's signature right-hand blow knocked out David Long in the first round.
Hey! That's Deontay Wilder. The referee, I like that about American referees because they generally do a massive count when the guy's on contact. That was a good finish.
It was a great finish. I mean, we take the mickey out of Americans and people having these lovings of Americans. But wouldn't it be great if an American heavyweight come along and did something now?
Well, that guy David Long was on the floor there being...
On December 13th, 2019, the promising Eric Bazinian delighted Canadian fans with a beautiful victory over the seasoned Mexican Saul Roman. The fight ended in the 3rd round after Eric's perfect right punch. Assessing the boxer's condition, the 3rd man in the ring intervened, signaling the end of the fight.
Oh, what a right hand, my goodness! Like a shotgun blast!
It was a lazy jab by Saul Roman. Bazinian took full advantage of it with a counter right hand.
He wanted an explosive performance.
The match between WBC lightweight champion Alexis Arguello and Andy Gannigan turned out to be incredibly fierce and dramatic. The confrontation between the two recognized knockout artists could not be boring. The Hawaiian had a better start, knocking the champion down in the first round. Gathering his strength, the legendary Nicaraguan withstood the onslaught and in the third round paid back the debt, forcing the opponent to endure an unpleasant count from the referee. The climax occurred in the fifth round when Arguello's fierce series put an end to the resistance of the brave contender.
Knocks him back with a jab, and a good solid left jab lands. And another. Arguello almost inexorably taking control as we come into the final seconds of round 5. The champion knocks him down at the bell. You landed a big combination and then I think a big right hand will send him to the canvas.
Yes, before that right hand, and that one was a good one.
Yeah, good solid left hook and a right to the body. Yeah?
Then I tried again because I knew it was hurt. The left.
On April 24, 2014, the undefeated Thomas Williams confidently passed the test against the experienced Mexican Enrique Ornelas, who had previously unsuccessfully contended for the world champion title twice. The fight ended in the second round after Ornelas fell to the canvas twice. After the second knockdown, seeing the Mexican's feeble attempts to rise, the referee rightfully waved off the fight.
Make it really rev up. Wear him out a little bit.
Good series there.
And that's what he's doing.
2 right hooks and then a simple thudding left, and it's the second knockdown of the night. And this fight is over. Enrique Ornelas couldn't survive it. Thomas Williams Jr.'s 12th knockout of his career, moving his mark to 17-0.
Too many miles on that odometer.
On December 4th, 1961, the legendary Sonny Liston, in anticipation of a title fight, warmed up against Albert Westphal, who was no star. Clearly fearing his formidable opponent, Westphal tried to keep his distance from the grim knockout artist. But as Joe Louis said, you can run, but you can't hide. Liston's powerful right-hand blow knocked the opponent into a heavy knockout in the first round.
Missing some of his punches in this first round. Liston making them count. Westphal has never been knocked off his feet until now. That's the first time Westphal's ever been on the floor. Counted 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. The fight is over in the first round. Albert Westphal caught a combination left and right, and as you saw, the right set him down. First on his haunches, nose into the canvas, and then out and over on his back.
The defense of the WBC Super Featherweight title on September 15, 1978 did not pose many problems for Danny Lopez. Argentine Juan Malvarez was knocked out with a brutal 4-punch combination in the second round.
Malvarez, beautifully conditioned, in total command thus far. Sharp with both the right and left, totally unafraid. Wait a minute, this fight, you saw that scorching right. I told you that Lopez had great comeback capacity. Malvarez was careless. He had grown overconfident, and the right finished him off. We've got an early knockout, the actual unofficial.
On July 23, 2010, the American Daryl Cunningham, not exactly a star, achieved one of the most significant victories in his career by stopping the experienced compatriot Antoine Eccles, who had previously contended for the world champion title several times unsuccessfully. The conclusion came in the third round, when a series of punches from Daryl sent the veteran into a knockout. Felix Trinidad is rightfully considered the pride of Puerto Rico and the idol of millions of fans worldwide. A spectacular fighter in the ring and a cheerful, positive guy outside of it. How can you not love him? On June 19, 1993, the 20-year-old Tito took the first steps towards everlasting glory, taking the IBF title in the welterweight division from American Maurice Blocker. Casually starting the first 3 minutes of the fight, during which the champion was stunned several times by the power of the young Puerto Rican, Felix ended the fight in the second round. Trinidad's crown left hook shook the Yankees to their core, and the subsequent devastating combination put a bold end to the uneven confrontation.
By Blocker, 3 low punches. There's no quitting Blocker, though. He's throwing. He knows he's in trouble. He knows it's almost over, and he is trying. Ripping left, and down goes Blocker. And when they fall face down, they don't get up, Bobby. You don't have to count. You don't have to count. It is all over. Just as Trinidad said, he was going to come out. He was going to knock him out early and not waste time. We got a new rising superstar here in Trinidad. And perhaps a star is born. Felix Trinidad.
On March 26, 2022, Lamar Russ brightly knocked out the seemingly hopeless journeyman Ricardo Becerril in the 7th round with a precise left punch. What's surprising is that Lamar struggled for so long with such a weak opponent.
Lamar's getting a lot more comfortable in there now. That shot caught him. Oh, goodness. Man, he is out. That is better. That is the Lamar Russ that I remember.
On September 26, 2020, young Filip Hrgović easily overcame, let's say directly, not the most difficult obstacle in the form of Georgian boxer Alexander Kortozia. A powerful right-hand blow from the Croatian sent his opponent into a knockout already in the second round.
Ovo je kraj. Kartozija se od ovoga neće moći oporaviti. Ostao presječen Grk ovdje i osjetio je što znači razorni udarac Filipa Hrgovića. Priči je kraj u Danskoj i Hrgović je završio ovo vrlo brzo. Nadam se da je sve u redu s Kartozijom, da će brzo doći k sebi.
A small sensation concluded the fight between the local favorite Jamie Moore and Ghanaian Ossie Duran, which took place on June 26, 2004 in Belfast. The conclusion came in the third round when a powerful right punch from the supposedly unpunchable African sent the British fighter to the canvas. Clearly disoriented, Moore attempted to rise, but the referee rightly stopped his attempt. The guy was very shaken and took a long time to recover in his corner.
As well, and the right hand, and I think the referee's going to stop the fight. He has stopped the fight. It is over. An absolute nightmare for Jamie Moore. It all went wrong from the word go, and Ossie Duran is Commonwealth light middleweight champion to add to his Commonwealth welterweight title in an upset here.
Well, Ian, this was a tough match. As soon as the match was made, we knew Jamie Moore was going to have to be his best and his strongest to defeat this fellow. It was a
Amir Hardcore Mansour rarely left spectators indifferent. On August 27, 2010, the force of the Americans' punches was fully tested by one Samuel Brown. In the first round, Mansour forced his opponent to endure an unpleasant referee count. And after the fight resumed, he brutally knocked out his opponent with a powerful right-hand blow. A cold knockout face down. Not for the faint-hearted. On October 15, 2010, the undefeated Lucien Boutte easily defended his IBF super middleweight title, pleasing the residents of Montreal with another bright victory. This time, the resilient but hopelessly outmatched American Jesse Brinkley bore the brunt. The hostile attitude of the ring's owner became truly palpable for the contender in the 5th round, when he went down for the count for the first time. The unpleasant procedure of meeting the canvas repeated for Brinkley in the 8th round. And in the 9th round, a spectacular conclusion followed. Boutte's devastating left uppercut put a bold exclamation mark under his 6th title defense.
Qui a fait signe que le combat était fini. Mais ça, c'est un uppercut des ligues majeures, mes amis. Aïe, aïe. Oh!
On June 16, 2001, former world champion Henry Akinwande impressively dealt with seasoned journeyman Maurice Harris. The fight ended in the 1st round, after a precise right-hand blow from the Nigerian giant sent Harris to the canvas. The guy tried to get up, but just heavily collapsed face down on the mat.
Good right hand to the body there by Akinwande. Harris backed up. There's a popping right hand. He gets Harris down. What a shot by Akinwande. Set it up, and this is over. Beautiful shot. Harris goes down, made one move to get up, but then when he did the rollover, it was over. I'm right here, Jimmy.
People love sensations. One, albeit small, sensation occurred on January 19, 2008, in the fight between former world champion Roman Karmazin and the sturdy but not exactly a star Congolese Alex Benima. The fierce and tenacious battle, with a slight advantage to the Russian, ended in the 10th round. Intensifying his assault, the African knocked down his opponent, and shortly after the resumption of the fight, he spectacularly finished him off, almost knocking the Russian boxer out of the ring with a series of hard punches. The referee didn't even start the count, immediately signaling the end of the match.
And he was able to get better range and land the right hands that before they was always short.
Never been knocked out before and was knocked out instantly when that punch landed. Canvas on this right hand, you just knew he was not getting up to beat it.
The spirited, spectacular fight between recognized brawlers, Artur Szpilka and Mike Mallow, which took place on February 1, 2013, could have been the basis for a Hollywood boxing drama. From the very beginning of the fight, the guys began to find out who had the heavier punches and the stronger head, not bothering themselves with technical finesse. Initially, the American fared better, who, fighting with a terrible cut for most of the match, wiped the ring floor with the favorite in the 1st and 4th rounds.
Balance. Szpilka doesn't look as tough as he looked when he was in that orange jumpsuit, does he?
So Mallow scores the knock.
Blood sprayed in their face.
But nor do ringside broadcasters.
Oh, he caught him! There it is! Wow! Just when he needed it badly.
The twist came unexpectedly. In the 6th round, the pole exploded with a combination ending with a powerful left-hand blow, which sent Mallow to the canvas until the end of the referee's count. The spectators went wild with delight.
Jab, and then a left hand right behind it that he never saw. All the heart in the world is not going to stop that.
And yet still determined to...
On December 6, 2014, a young Joseph Parker vividly knocked out Reno Costa Jr. A perfect right-hand blow in the 4th round ended the uneven match.
Beautiful shots downstairs. Beautiful body work. And he is also throwing that jab to the chest and leverage on every shot. Beautiful uppercut left hook there. Very cautious and economical with his punching. That's a big left hook.
Testimony to Joseph's hard work. Oh, right hand! He's not going to get off the mat! He is right on the chin with a solid right hand.
And here we come. Left hook. Just hook the right hand, turn the knuckle. Tried to look for the counter.
And bang, right on the chin. See that head snap? Whoa!
On July 28, 2018, Derek Chisora once again showed why he is a crowd favorite. Losing on points to Cameroon's Carlos Takam after 7 rounds, the British brawler spectacularly ended the fight in the 8th round, knocking Takam down twice. After Takam's second fall from a powerful right swing, the referee stopped the fight without even starting the count.
And it's celebration time for Del Boy, and produced the performance of his career.
Look at that for a right hand there, landed on the side of...
The attempt by the 7-foot 1-inch giant Julius Long to seek revenge against prospect Hemi Ahio, who defeated him on points in March 2019, ended unsuccessfully. The rematch took place on February 27, 2021. In the 4th round, Long almost avenged himself, sending Ahio to the canvas.
Just getting predictable there. He's starting to walk in and do the same thing. It was more of a push down. It was more of a push down than a shot. But it's a legitimate kick.
However, he failed to finish off his opponent, and soon he regretted the lack of predator instinct. Hemi's powerful left hook in the 7th round almost knocked the spirit out of the giant.
He's holding on, he's won what he's doing.
I'll tell you what, if he goes down, I don't think he's going to get up. I think it'll be like George Foreman, just down out of sheer exhaustion.
How has he not gone down?
The ropes are keeping him up. 10 seconds to go in the round. Here he goes, and he's down, and he's down, and he's down. He's chopped at a tree, the towel has come in. Finally, shot after shot after shot, and Julius Long has dropped. Hemi Ahio had to...
On March 7, 2024, Stephen Butler made a significant statement, brightly destroying seasoned Steve Rolls. In the 1st round alone, the Canadian effectively ended the fight by unleashing a series of fierce left blows on the aging American. Seeing Rolls hanging unconscious on the ropes, the referee instantly stopped the beating.
That Scully's looking to make with Butler, Morgan, I think could be summarized as just tightening up a little bit of defensive responsibility, but also not trying to take away from the obvious gifts that Butler has with explosiveness and athleticism. Just like that! Oh my God! Steve Rolls is out! The music is on!
Could have been much worse.
A helpless opponent. Let's take it of a right hand, and Steve Rolls is out.
Fortunate that those 2nd and 3rd left hooks landed on his shoulder.
On June 24, 2011, promising David Rodriguez knocked out Owen Beck, who had turned into a journeyman. A powerful left-hand blow brutally knocked the veteran out in the 3rd round. On January 22, 2016, Rob Brandt beautifully dealt with journeyman DeCarlo Perez. In the 4th round, a powerful right blow sent Perez into a heavy knockout.
That might have even surprised Brandt. Right hand, and look at the reaction of DeCarlo, awkward and ugly looking, as he sort of slingshots off that 3rd rope. Fighters would bang their heads against the floor after getting knocked down, and it was quite dangerous. Here you see that he didn't bang his head against the canvas, but he was out.
On May 5, 2018, the idol of Kazakh fans, Gennady Golovkin, easily defended his WBC and WBA middleweight titles, destroying sturdy Armenian Vanis Martirosyan. A series of fierce blows ended the uneven match in the 2nd round.
I don't think Triple G should be disqualified for that, but that was exactly like the punch that you got disqualified for. Triple G in his desire to score the knockout.